It's the final day of the IBSA World Blind Football Championships 2010, and the crowd had two great clashes to enjoy. Firstly, in the third place playoff, England took on China for the bronze medal. This would be a tough match, as China are considered among the top 3 teams in the world. But for the three Lions, this was the highest they'd ever reached in a tournament, and they had the medal in their sights. The first half began and England were raring to go. Jonathan Gribbin rushed towards the goal at the first opportunity, but Lei Niu was ready and saved the ball. Then it was the turn of Lewis Skyers in the England goal, who neatly kept the Chinese attack at bay. However, luck was on China's side today, as a speculative effort from Yafeng Wang bounced off the post and onto the back of Skyers' head, creating a very unlucky own goal, putting China in the lead. This was not going to stop the resolute England attack, as David Clark pushed forward and had 2 attempts on goal in quick succession, but to no avail, as they ended the first half a goal down. England came out of the break determined to change the scoreline, and it wasn't long before their supporters saw Gribbin bolt free and take a shot which tested the reflexes of Niu again. Then England had a chance, a penalty. Captain David Clark stepped up to take it, but blasted it just over the top, to the despair of the large crowd. China stepped up a gear and ran for goal, but Skyers was ready and blocked their attempt. The English defence had learned their lesson from their semi-final against Brazil and worked hard together not to let China through. The final score was China 1, England 0. So China have scooped the bronze medal, and England have got their best result yet, coming fourth against the best teams in the world.
First of all, we're very, very disappointed not to have finished higher than fourth. Our target for the tournament was to make the semi-finals, but after yesterday's performance against Brazil, we were very, very disappointed to lose in that fashion, and again, very disappointed to only finish fourth in this tournament. But it's a great step on from where we were in the last World Cup, and we just got to push on from this again.
I think it's fantastic. I really do. Great support, great organisation, and the way these guys perform, I can't believe what skills they have. They're blind and they're absolutely tremendous. I mean, those lads who just played, the Chinese, I mean, the close control is fantastic.
So the final match of the tournament, and an exciting lineup for the supporters as Spain took on double world champions Brazil. The Paralympic champions had shown their flair in attack, but Spain had the best defence of the tournament, so an interesting final was in store. The game kicked off and Brazil were on the attack immediately, with attempts from Pedro Villa and Jefferson Gonçalves, but they both hit wide of the target. Then it was Ricardo Alves who, when brought on as a substitute, made an immediate impact on the pitch, bursting through the Spanish defence and getting the first goal, to the disappointment of Álvaro González, as this was the first goal he conceded all tournament. González, with grim determination, was not going to let another goal happen, and his outstanding saves kept Brazil out. The Spanish defence, having played well all tournament, kept working hard, blocking an attack by Alves, meaning they were only 1 goal down going into the second half. After the break, both teams showed great style as they strived for the win, and when Spain's Alfredo Cuadrado committed a foul on Alves, in the spirit of the tournament, he helped him to his feet. Luckily for Spain, Brazil's Severino Silva didn't convert the awarded free kick. A penalty for Spain increased the drama in the final. Antonio Martin stepped up to take it, and with a reputation of changing these into goals, the Spanish bench and the crowd watched nervously, but the occasion was too much for Martin. Then a double blow for Spain, as Gonçalves drilled one past to diving González, taking the score to 2-0 to Brazil. So the final whistle of the tournament blew, and Brazil were crowned champions, with the final score Spain 0, Brazil 2.
É uma sensação indescritível.
It's very hard to describe my feelings, but because we put a lot of effort in this championship. We're training since the beginning of the year, and it was a collective work of all the coaches, the trainers, all the athletes. Being the world champion is not for everyone, so it's very hard. So the feeling is, I can't even describe it. I'm very happy.
I'm just very happy with the way we've conducted ourselves throughout the tournament. We've played some fantastic football, and I think that this is a great learning experience for my young players, and I think we can take this as a great motivation for the next tournament.
The tournament ended with the presentations in front of a full crowd. The Fair Play Award went to Japan. The Golden Boot presented by Gordon Banks went to Spain's Antonio Martin. Jefferson Gonçalves deservedly took Player of the Tournament, and Spain's Alvaro Gonzalez was consoled with Goalkeeper of the tournament. And the crowd roared when Brazil were given the trophy as winners of the IBSA Blind Football Championships 2010.